We are going to review how to simplify radicals. Remember, radicals are the square root or cube root. It's this little symbol, and we're learning how to simplify them because we are going to be working with them, and we don't want to get a decimal. We are wanting to just have a simplified version, which may mean a whole number or a number with this radical symbol still. So a radical is an expression with a square root, cube root, etc. So that's what I was saying. And it's this little symbol. So there's a couple of steps we can follow to make simplifying our radicals easier. We are going to find the prime factors of the number under the radical, and then we're going to write those down underneath our radical symbol. And then we're going to take out duos, so pairs of two, trios for duos for square roots, because that means two, trios for cube roots, that means three, quads for four groups of four, the fourth roots, and etc. Whatever root you're talking about, that's how many you're going to take out. And so what we're going to have to remember is if the group underneath is going to be multiple, so if we've got a pair underneath, it's going to come out alone and just be one. So let's look at some examples. Before I get to that, I do have a calculator cheat for finding our prime factors. And I'll show you that on this first example. So we've got the square root of 49. So I'm going to find the prime factors, and I can use my calculator, and I'll link to a online prime factor calculator. So remember, prime factors, we're looking for numbers that cannot be factored any further. So we're talking about 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, 11s, etc. So I can go to menu to 3, and you can see it says factor. What was that? 49. Hit enter. And this tells me that the prime factors of 49 is 2 7s. So I'm going to write that underneath here. So what I have really, what the square root of 49 is the square root of 7 times 7. And I'm looking at square roots. So I'm going to pull out my duos or pairs or groups of 2. So I've got 2 7s. And so remember, I'm pulling that out as 1. So then that means that goes on the outside, 7. There's nothing left underneath our radical, so 7 is our answer. Okay, let's do another example. Find the prime factors of 2, 2, 5. 3, 3, 5, 5. So we're pulling out groups of 2. So remember, they're groups underneath, but we're pulling out as 1. Groups underneath, pulling out, that's a 5, pulling out as 1. So outside, I'm going to have 3 times 5, and then there's nothing left underneath, so 3 times 5 is 15. This is our answer. And you can see in my calculator, let's see if I can get, the square root of 225 is 15. So we did it right. All right, let's look at this example here. Prime factors of 112 are going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Okay, pulling out pairs. So we've got a pair of 2s here. We've got a pair of 2s here. And then we have 7. No, 7 doesn't have a pair. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pull this 2 outside. I'm going to pull this 2 outside. I'm going to put my radical symbol. And then whatever's left underneath is going to stay underneath. So we just got 7. So I can multiply these numbers outside. So it's 4 square root of 7. So this is simplified version. And this is what I was mentioning earlier. This is the version that I want. If I, in my calculator, put in the square root of 112, I get 10.583. I don't want that as an answer. I'm not going to see that on your paper as an answer. What I want is 4 square root of 7. Okay? So let's look at this one last example. We've got the cubed root of 512. So we're going to go through the same process. We've got 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Same process. Except for instead of pulling out groups of 2, this number here tells me to pull out groups of 3, but I'm still only pulling out 1, 2. So we've got 2 and 2. So outside we've got 2 times 2 times 2. There's nothing left inside. So the cubed root of 512 is 8. So same thing with this one. This 4 tells me it's going to be groups of 4. All right, let me know if you have questions simplifying our radicals. Remember, do not put it in the calculator to get a decimal number.